right, y'all. So I know in the grand scheme of the calendar, I'm supposed to be planning part 2 of my garden right now. I'm supposed to be outside measuring my long in-ground garden bed and making sure that I have enough room and planning out what plants I want to grow where and what I can fit and what I need to trellis and all that stuff. But so what happened was I went to Home Depot to get potting soil because I need to start my onion seeds this next week. And so I was like, oh, I'm out and about. I'll stop at Home Depot. I'll get some potting soil. And then what happened was I was in the gardening section and they already have some little dormant berry bushes and little fruit trees, and I had to get them because they look so beautiful. And by the time it's actually time to plant these here, they usually look awful and they're half dead and you're probably buying a dead twig. And so I had to get them, and they were only $10. And these plants, if you wait and buy them in the pot, they're like $30. And so I got home, my husband rolled his eyes at me because I bought a little more soil than I was planning on buying because now I have to up-pot these as well. So I'm super excited. I am going to get this in the ground. I'm going to get these in pots and we're going to have some fun today. Alrighty, so here is the plan. So I got 2 raspberry shortcakes, and I got 2 of them because I have this one actually outside in my front yard, and they're so cute, and they do produce a lot of berries, but they're tiny. And so I figured that one spot in the front, I can probably fit 2 more plants where I thought I was only gonna be able to fit 1. I can probably put 2 more and it'll actually fill out the space. So I got 2 of those, and I put them in my slightly bigger pots because I think those are probably going to stay in here and chill for the season, and they'll be fine if I leave them in here for the season and then plant them out before fall. And then I got a gooseberry, and I was really just intrigued by the gooseberry. I don't know if you can read that, but it only gets 3 to 4 feet tall. It's super small. I've never really had a gooseberry before, but I'm intrigued. I was excited, so we're going to try that one. I have a blueberry, and this one is also a container variety, and I have some blueberries in the ground, but I don't have any in containers, so I was thinking this one might be nice to keep in a container and see if it does better. My ones outside that I have in the ground, they're fine, but they're just slow growing, and I do think it's just because they're in the ground, the acidity level is probably not quite right, and so this one I'll be able to control that a little bit better. And then over here, I have my 2 trees. I have a hardy fig, which I have one other hardy fig already in the ground, but I just put it in last fall, so it's not very big. And then I have a hardy kiwi, which I just thought was interesting. I've never seen one that you can grow in my zone before. So I don't know, I'm gonna put it in this pot, and then I'll do a little bit more research and make sure it can actually go on the ground here, and if not, I'll just keep it in a pot. But it gets pretty big, so I think you can put it in the ground. I don't know. You think they would sell it in my store if you couldn't grow it in my zone? I don't know. You know, they are tricky like that. Hardening is zones 4 through 7, so theoretically, we should be able to grow it here, and it should be fine. So, I'm super excited. I'm going to get all of these in some soil and get them watered in, and I'm going to keep them in the greenhouse and hopefully get them going before the season starts. Super excited. Alright, y'all, I just got them in some soil. Let's take a look. Alright, here we are. We got the fig, we got the kiwi, got 2 raspberry shortcakes, gooseberry. Man, that bugger has thorns. I was not expecting that. Woohoo! Alright, and blueberry. And I am going to run outside really quick because I want to show you why I did not get any blackberries. So over here. Alright, this is, ignore the weeds, but this is year 1.5 of a blackberry. So I think there's 3 plants in here and it's already starting to go a little bit nuts. So I did not get any more blackberries. But these are my blueberries, and these have also only been in the ground about a year, but they're still pretty small, and so I don't think I'm going to regret having another blueberry. Alright, thanks for coming along with me today, guys. I know that someone out there will relate to getting the plants just because you see them on the shelf and you get so excited you just can't say no. So thanks, I'll see you next time.